Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Big Scoop with Coop. I'm your host, Coop. And today on the show, oh, man, we have a blockbuster who I'm about to present to you. She's actually been on Starbucks World Tour, and I believe she's still on it as we speak. She has a video that's coming out on June the 1st called Closer to You. Ladies and gentlemen, Megan Elizabeth, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, Coop. How are you doing?
Yes. Hey, I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you for taking a few minutes out of your time on this holiday, to actually come give the scoop to everybody that's actually listening today. So thank you for that.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm super excited.
All right, yes. Now, on this show, Miss Elizabeth, just to let you know, we talk about people's professions or careers, how they started, their success, and they also give advice on how to actually start in their profession. But on this show, we always start from the beginning. So what made you pursue a career in music?
It's super interesting. When I first started out, it was my sophomore year of high school, and I have never played or sung or did anything that involved music up until that point. So
wow.
I was going through a lot in high school with some bullying things, and I picked up music, of course, as an outlet for me through that stuff. And I found out that I had a natural knack and a talent for it. So then with that, I continued, and I just practiced every day for like 6 hours a day. And leading up to college, I got into Berklee College of Music, best contemporary music school in the world, with just practicing every day because I had this amazing natural talent. I was able to sing and play without having the experience of doing so before.
Wow.
Which is pretty amazing.
That's actually more than pretty amazing. That is really amazing because you actually gave your time and you dedicated yourself practicing 6 hours a day where you could actually been out doing other things, but you stuck right to your talent and you just brought it out of you. I mean, it was always there, but you actually brought it out of you, and that just made you go to the next level. And I just want to commend you on that for the dedication that you actually put towards the music industry. Thank you very much for that.
It was so good. It was difficult because I'd see other kids, having high school and, going out with their friends, whereas I sat inside and I just really focused on what I love to do and my passion, which was playing and writing music. I have my new EP coming out, Closer to You. I'm super excited, and I feel like all this hard work that I have done has led up to this, and it's really, really paid off.
And, since you actually said that, yes, your hard work did lead up to this, but at the same time, think about it as far as it goes for your future. This right here, this is a small, and I hate to say it this way, but this is a small stepping stone because you have the video coming out. You have your tour going on. You went through Berklee. And, I mean, the sky's the limit for you. Ladies and gentlemen that's listening right now, I've heard her song, Closer to You. I've heard two other of her songs also. All of them stood out. And this woman right here, oh, my gosh, make sure you check out the video. Make sure you listen to this song any way you can. I'm telling you, this is a hot song. I have to put that out there. Now, let me ask you this, Miss Elizabeth. What was the atmosphere like when you attended Berklee School of Music?
Sure. Berklee School of Music is in Boston, and it was crazy because you're surrounded by all of these wonderfully talented musicians. everyone there plays a different instrument, and everyone is so good and talented, and we're all there for the same purpose, which is to play music, and we share the same passion for it. And it's just amazing to be around people like that, because in doing that, that makes you better as well. Because imagine surrounding yourself with everyone that wants to do kind of the same thing that you do, and you're always going to have people that are better than you in different areas, and that makes you strive to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And strive to be a better musician.
Wow. And basically it wasn't really to compete against each other, it was actually to complete each other, because you guys came in with one common bond, and you all did your thing. And I can just picture it. You going to school. You know how in some schools people go, they be like, gosh, I got to go to school again today. Another boring 4 periods or another boring school session. But I can see you just waking up, jumping out the bed, saying, let's do this. And you get yourself ready. That's amazing. Yes. Do you have any regrets for going?
Regrets? I don't think so. It was overall, Berklee was just a great experience for me. Everyone there was just really talented, and I went there to figure out what exactly I wanted to do with music, and I only went for a semester. But then I figured out, I want to be an artist. Like, this is what I'm called to do. This is my passion. I love playing music for other people and writing it and just doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that
wow.
I would have to say no regrets on going.
That's great. Anybody that's actually listening to me around the world, if you attended Berklee, I just want to say a big shout out to you all. You all have done your thing out there, and look what you actually produced also. You have a Megan Elizabeth that's actually going worldwide with this stuff. So I can tell there's a bunch of talent there in Berklee. So I just want to say hello to everyone that's actually listening from Boston and listening from Berklee. Now, let's fast forward a little bit. You went through Berklee. You practiced when you was younger. You went through Berklee, and now, like you said, things paid off. So can you tell everybody about your experience on the Starbucks tour?
Oh, my gosh, yes. It's been so amazing so far. I go to a different Starbucks each week. I travel the nation and do an anti-bullying campaign along with playing my own music, which is on my Closer to You EP. It's coming out on June 1st on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, you name it. It's going to be out. You can watch the video. But on my Starbucks tour, it was just, it's still incredible. I bring in a poster. It's called the Be Kind poster, and I try to get signatures on it. I'm trying to get up to 1 million signatures to spread the awareness of bullying, and I talk about it, and I talk about my experience with it and how I found this amazing gift through it. And, that sometimes out of the darkest situation can come the best opportunities and gifts.
So true. So true. And it has to be exciting going, from Starbucks to Starbucks. You're touring the whole nation, and you're actually spreading your talent to everyone that's actually listening. And I know you're getting people's attention 24/7. So that's one thing I have to commend you on also, because you're taking your time out of your schedule again to travel from this place to this place to this place to this place, and everyone, and you're gracing yourself and gracing other people with your talents. So, yes, please keep this up, Megan. You're doing a great job. Please keep it up. Now, talking about this tour and talking about Closer to You, how did you come up with that song?
Well, I recently just started working with a producer. His name is Nathan Jolly. He runs a company called Ready, Set, Impact. And we connected while I was at Berklee College of Music. And once I got out for the semester, I came to visit him in Los Angeles, California, at his studio. Mm-hmm. And he and I talked about, creating a single and then possibly an EP later down the road. And we kind of started working, but we really couldn't come up with anything. And I was originally like a hardcore country artist. And we were in the studio one night, and he just played some kind of chord progression on the piano, and I said, no, like, let's try something completely different and out of the ordinary that we usually wouldn't do. So we played something, and we just vibed off of it. We were at the studio till about 3 a.m., and we didn't want to write, like, one of those songs that, you know, we wanted to write, like a song that was like a love song kind of thing. And Closer to You is what we got out of that. And now I'm doing that kind of music, and I love it 100%. And it's really a hit. Like, it's like such a great, uplifting and awesome song. And I'm so happy and proud of that, or my producer, for coming up with that and collaborating on that with me. I think he did a fantastic and phenomenal job on it.
And I will actually commend him on it also. I'm glad that you actually went that route. Now, I'm a fan of a lot of music. And when I heard this, I was like, whoa. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Megan. I listened to that song 6 times. And I listened to it literally back to back. And I just couldn't believe it, because hearing your voice and hearing the how the beat went and how the vocals went and everything, it perfectly matched together. Perfectly.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah. And that's one thing I was like, that's why I had to listen to it again. The first time I listened to it, I was like, wait a minute. I said, let me listen to this again. Because I was like, this is hot. So I played it again. I said, whoa. And then I just actually kept playing it over and over. I said, this is going to be a hit all the way around. I saw this coming when I heard it. And people that's listening, when you hear this song, trust me, you're going to run and try to find this album. I guarantee this. You're going to try to find it, and you will get it. I already know it, because she's bringing the hotness on this. So now let me ask you this also, Megan. Now, with this song Closer to You, how you actually have it going on and everything, as far as it goes for the vibe of this song, do you feel like that you're going to stick to this type as far as it goes for music, or you will stick to this genre, or do you feel like you're going to spread out again? Like, go back to country or...
Sure. Closer to You is a club song, so what we're really trying to work on now, because that's completely out of the ordinary for me, but I love it, and my voice just fits really well with that kind of music, which is something that me and my producer Nate had discovered when we were creating it. So what we were thinking about doing is, I still like country music. Have you ever heard of Avicii?
Yes, I have. Yes,
so
I have.
I thought we could do something like that, because he kind of mixes a little bit of country with that kind of like club vibe, and it goes really well together. So we are going to try and figure that out. You know, I'm young still. I'm only 18, so I have time, and I can figure out my genre. I don't have to stick specifically to one thing yet.
And that's a great thing, because you haven't really reached your prime yet. And you're making music like Closer to You. So I can picture you 10 years down the line, what you will be doing. And I'm going to actually tell everybody, I told you so. 10 years later, I'm going to say, I told you so. I sure am. Now, when and where will your music video be released?
Sure. My music video, which is Closer to You, it's a Closer to You EP as well. It's going to be released at a club/restaurant. It's at 1101 17th Street Northwest in DC. I'm partnered with an event with 95.5. It's called Barcode. We're giving away free Luda tickets. It's hosted by Jeannie Kitty of the City Jones, which is going to be amazing, and it starts from 4 to 9. So anyone that's listening out there should definitely swing by. We're going to give away a lot of free things, free giveaways, and prizes. So anyone who is in the area should definitely swing by.
Yes, that's an event that you don't want to miss, seriously, because it's not just coming in there and just listening. You all are giving things away. You got a hot video to watch, food, everything. I mean, this is great. This is great. And I just want to say again, congratulations for this. Congratulations. Now, you mentioned this earlier, Megan. the Be Kind, No Bullying Zone campaign.
Yeah.
Now, how has that affected you and others that you came across with?
Well, it's seriously affected me and others. You know, anti-bullying is something that I'm very passionate about because I have been bullied before, and I know how it feels. And, you know, I'm sure at least once or twice in someone's life they get bullied, whether it's in adulthood or when they're a child. But with my Be Kind Anti-Bullying Zone campaign, we came up with the idea around like 3 months ago, and it's been great. Like, I love it, and I talk about my experience with it, and it really, really affects others because they're able to hear it, and they're able to hear that there's hope in times of darkness, and that is truly something worthwhile to hear, and it gives them hope as well. And you know, it kind of lets them know. It lets them know that people that are going through hard situations like that, you know, they can come out stronger. They can come out like a better person. They don't have to go into darkness.
Now, do you feel? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Megan.
Oh no, I was just going to say that you can follow my campaign. Because I know we're talking about this a lot. You could follow it if you so choose, or any listener out there, at my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/officialmeganelizabeth. Or I also have a website where I have a blog, and I blog every week at www.officialmeganelizabeth.com.
Cool. I hope everybody wrote that down. Megan, can you give it to them just one more time? So just in case somebody going to get a pencil and pen?
Yeah, sure. My Facebook is www.facebook.com/officialmeganelizabeth. And then my website is www.officialmeganelizabeth.com.
You heard it here first, people. Make sure you go check out both of them. You want information on the Be Kind, No Bullying Zone campaign? It's there. So trust me, if any parents out there or any kids out there trying to figure out a way how to, you know, calm the bullying down, they're trying to eliminate it all the way. And that's why I hope that does happen soon. Now, Megan, I wish when I was in school, I'm an 80s baby, went to school in the 90s and everything. I wish we had stuff like this when I was in school, because this right here can actually help out a whole lot of people with bullying, because back in my day, I feel old saying that, back in my day. I really do. Back when I was in school, we didn't have that. And it was to the point where the people would say, you go tell the teacher if you want to, I'll make sure I get you after school, or this will happen or that will happen. And now, you know, they have something to actually fall back on now, especially with this campaign. So please keep running this campaign. I know you're doing a great job with it, and please just keep going with it, because everybody needs this in their life. I don't care if you're a kid to an adult. Everybody needs this in their life. So everybody, make sure you check out those two websites. Check out her blog. Check out her Facebook. Get this information. Use it for your kids. Use it for yourself. Make sure you do that. Now, I have to ask this, Megan. Have it been beneficial for you to work with, you know, real successful people like Jenny Jones, you know, Miss Kitty of the City, and everyone else that you ran across?
Oh, my gosh, yes. She is an inspiration to me. She has done so much for my career. Jeannie Jones is amazing, and she actually is the director of my music video, Closer to You. So that's a huge deal. You know, the first time I saw it a couple weeks ago, and the first time I saw it, I literally just cried. I sat there and cried, because it's just, I've never been a part of something so official and so professional and so amazing. And these people that are like professionals like this in the industry really have a big impact on my career, and I'm sure they have an impact on the lives of others as well. And she's just been amazing along the process. So
yes. Big shout outs to you, Jeannie Jones. I know you're listening right now. Kitty of the City, And Megan, you know, she's going to actually be on the show also this week. So she's coming on also. So make sure, Megan, you actually stay tuned for that show also. So that's going to be a treat also. Yes. Yes. So big shout outs to you, Jenny. Now, and I'm glad these people actually, you know, came in contact with you because, like you said, it's been a big help for you. It seems like they're bringing your natural talent to that next level with the videos and everything else, the tours and everything. So, yes, once again, I see nothing but greatness for you that's coming in this situation. So please stick with them. And everyone that I missed, I just want to say hello to everybody. And also, Megan, when you get a chance, tell everybody I said what's up, hello, and thank you for everything that they have done for you. Please make sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, Megan, I'm going to go off the wall with this one, too, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If you can choose one artist to feature in your second video, who would it be and why?
Man. If I could choose one artist, I would have to choose Katy Perry.
Oh.
I think she is the biggest female artist, I dare say, the world at the moment. So if she would be in my second video, that would be amazing. And she's just so hot, and she brings on the talent, and just she like lights up when she plays, and she's just incredible. Katy Perry is an inspiration to me as well. She's just crazy, and you know, she's recently just is starting her new tour, the Prismatic Tour, and I've heard that's been great, and I wish her the best of luck in the music industry. I really think she's made quite an impact.
And you know what? When you were just saying that, I was just actually mentally picturing you and Katy. I mean, you two with your vocals. Oh my gosh, that would be one nasty video, one nasty song. Katy, if you're listening, hey, you're hearing Megan. She wants you up there. Hey, get in contact with her. Do it. I want to see this myself. Man, I do. Gosh, you had me thinking about that hard now. Now, Megan, overall, what is your ultimate goal as far as it goes as a music artist?
My ultimate goal is to just make it in this industry. You know, the music industry is truly a monster.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult, and you have to have persistence, and you have to know the right people. And my ultimate goal is to just play my music and get my message across to everyone worldwide, which is a pretty big goal, but I think you have to dream big and set bigger goals to achieve bigger goals and to achieve bigger dreams.
And that's very, yes, and I can see that. But let me ask you this, Megan, at the same time, because yes, you have to have these big dreams, and if you don't, I believe, and it's just my personal opinion, if you don't have a dream where you ultimately want to be at, you're going to be in the same spot that you started. And
exactly.
That's square one. And that's
I
one
totally
thing.
agree.
Yes, and that's one thing I can say, because that's the reason why I asked you as far as it goes for that second video. Who would you like to bring on? Because I see you have a goal, and I can kind of see your route where you're going with this. And I can see you're matching people that complements your vocals and vice versa. And also, of course, you know, Katy Perry is pretty popular. Well, pretty popular. Okay, I just downgraded you, Katy. I'm sorry. I am sorry if you're listening. You are very popular. I mean, your name speaks for itself. Megan, your name is getting out there. So after during this tour, June the 1st, oh, my gosh, I can see you now. I would love to see where your name will be at in August. I would love to see this. And I'm going to actually be paying close attention to this, just to let you know. And what I was trying to say, though, as far as it goes for ultimate goals, and if you don't have an ultimate goal in life, I really feel that, like I said, you will be at square one, and I feel like you just have one common thing, and that's it, just to say, okay, you know who I am. But see, you actually have a goal to make it to the top. And some people don't realize that without a goal, you're not going to get anywhere because you have to dream to have that goal. So I just want to say keep those goals alive. And people that's actually listening out there, if you have a goal, and I don't care if your goal is to be the best worker, be the best father, mother, parent, family relative, I don't care what it is, make sure you stick to your goal. Definitely make sure. Now, Megan, what advice would you give to any male or female that is trying to become successful in the music industry?
I would have to say keep going and keep the passion for it, because if you don't have passion and persistence driving you, you aren't going to get anywhere. I know that's one thing with me. Like, I have to be persistent, especially with social media and with making music. I have to sit down and practice every day for hours on end and run my social media for hours on end. Otherwise, I'm not going to get anywhere. And I have to, in doing that helps me get to know the people that I need to know in order to take my things to the next level, like Janie Jones. And just practicing and doing that, and persistence is just the best thing in trying to make it and trying to be a successful music artist, because you can always make yourself better. Even if you are a talented musician, you can always make yourself better. So persistence, I would say, is the number one thing, and passion as well. You need to have that passion for music driving you to do what others won't do. I mean, I'll put it this way. If if being famous just required a moderate amount of work, everyone would be famous. Being famous is, well, yeah, being famous and being a successful person in the music industry is taking those few years out of your life and practicing and working hard and living like no others would live, to live later on in life like no others would live. You're going to live a good life, and you're going to play your music worldwide. So that's what I would say on that.
Hey, very, very true. That's great advice. I mean, you have to have the passion to go for this thing. And one more thing I do want to know, and I know it was during the first question I asked you, but can you remember back when you was a child, do you remember the first artist that you heard that actually caught your attention in music?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I do. The first artist that caught my personal attention, I've always been in love with pop music. Okay. So the first artist that really caught my attention was when I was very, very small. I was a 90s baby, and it was Britney Spears. I remember hearing her on the radio, and my mom would just blast it, and I was a little kid, and I'd be singing along in the car. It was so fun. I love pop music ever since I was a little child. So.
Wow, Britney Spears. Okay, I like that though, because Britney was a big hit in the 90s. I mean, her name is still flowing around now. But, you know, when Britney came out, everybody looked back at her like, okay, who is this making this noise here? And people was looking back, and like you said, your mom, she was blasting, and she was blasting the music, and she was blasting it. And I can just picture, you know, it's going through your mind. Music is circulating in your mind and everything. So I just want to say big shout out to Britney also, because if Megan didn't hear your song, Britney, we don't know where she would have went to as far as it goes for music. So I just want to say thank you again. And also, Megan, I just want to say thank you for being a guest on this show. You were great, and I hope you can come back again when you have time between tours and everything.
Of course. No, thank you so much, Coop, for having me. I really, really appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, most definitely. Everybody, once again, make sure you go to Megan Elizabeth's blog. Make sure you go to her Facebook page. Make sure you check out her video, Closer to You. And are you still on tour, Megan?
Am I still on tour? Yes. I am still on tour. Make sure you guys check out my tour dates. They're on my website, www.officialmeganelizabeth.com.
You heard it here first, people. And can you tell everybody right now where they just got their scoop?
They got their scoop on The Big Scoop with Coop.
That's right. Until next time, people. Thank you.
Happy Memorial Day. Bye.
All right. You too. Bye.
You know what time it is. Time to hang out with Mr. Coop. With Mr. Cooper. With Mr. Cooper. With Mr. Cooper. Lady Scoop. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper. From Mr. Cooper.